stacking bread and a cake away, baking fresh and soon you'll see bakery is the name.
They're more than just pets.
They're more than just animals.
They are a part of our culture.
But more importantly, they're part of our lives. Imagine if we didn't have animals. Imagine if these beautiful, furry-faced creatures, with their big bubbly eyes or open hearts, never existed. Where would we be today? Do we take these creatures for granted? For as long as we can remember, animals have been around us. They have the ability to become our companions, part of our family, even someone we become dependent on. Whether it's in a zoo, the wild, a shelter, or even your own home, animals continue to play an important role in our lives. Studies show that having an animal, even petting one, can help reduce stress and lower cholesterol. But that isn't even half of it. Animals have become a part of human identity. They have the ability to create an unimaginable bond with humans, never before thought possible by mankind.
It's a questionnaire that it's called Meet Your Match, and it's basically just determining the characteristics of your home and finding out the personality of you and your family members and trying to match it as best we can with the cats. The cats and dogs all go through a Meet Your Match testing to find out what kind of characteristics they have. Like Tuesday here is pretty laid back, and he'll play a little bit, but for the most part he's pretty chill and he'll just sit and hang out. So we don't want him necessarily going to a home that's really, really crazy and high activity. That he likes a nice calm environment. So with the questionnaire, we just try to best match the animals with the type of home that they go to.
This dog's name is Endo and is known worldwide as the most decorated dog in the world. His owner, Alan Parton, after suffering serious head injuries in the Gulf War, became very depressed. He almost never smiled or spoke because of these injuries until Endo came into the picture.
This little yellow Labrador that had attitude problems, that's two of us, were made in heaven. And he also had a health issue, which meant he couldn't go on to be an assistance dog. And he was only there because they were keeping up his training to make him more rehomable. But they decided physically he couldn't go on. But he saw something on the floor by my wheelchair, trotted across the training centre, picked it up and put it in my lap. And he sat there wanting a treat, reward or praise, and he got the stone wall, which really hacked this dog up. I mean, there was a dog with attitude that really was, and then he went and got something else, and there was certainly enough film in this camera that's filming us today, I could fill this up. But I mean, he just didn't give up until, after about 500 items, but brain switched on and I smiled and he came home. And for me, how did that dog change my life? He learnt sign language. Gloves, hat, razor, coat. He learnt 1,000 commands of signing, and though I couldn't speak, that dog knew everything I wanted. If I went to cross a road in the village without looking, he would remind me it was a road and stop me. He learnt if I fell unconscious at home to put me in the recovery position, to cover me with a blanket, to hit the emergency phone. If that didn't work, he'd open the window and bark to a neighbour for help, and if that didn't work, he'd open the front door and go and get help. I mean, he just migrated my disability. But one of the most amazing things he did, and right till the very end, he taught me the emotions I'd lost. He taught me to laugh. He did some bizarre things that really made me laugh, which I didn't even know, but they're new emotions. And he also taught me to love. He taught me to engage again with my children, because I had no emotions towards them. Without history, I don't think you can have emotions. And I found he was teaching me them. So much so my children one day asked if I would speak at school because it encouraged me to speak. Our sign language was very quiet, grunts and noises. He was excited. That encouraged me to engage. He didn't laugh at my stuttering. And eventually, he just brought me back day by day, repairing, the aftermath of war. And, to the point that one day my wife touched me on the shoulder and said, no, you don't remember the first day we got married, but you will the second. And we got remarried 8 years ago. So there was a dog that had brought me back to my children, to my wife, my family. He'd given me a quality of life. He'd brought me back from the darkest pit of despair a human being can be in. And one day at Crufts, we were hit by a hit and run car outside a car park. And though injured himself, he got up, pulled me into the recovery position, covered me with a blanket, and then went off and raised the alarm. And for that, he won the Victoria Cross.
This shows how animals have the ability to make major changes in our lives. But can we make the same changes for animals? The same question has arisen many times in our discussions, so we attempted to answer it.
Organizations have been created to help animals worldwide. The Dawn Company, for example, offers to clean animals that get trapped in oil spills when people buy a new bottle of Dawn soap.
To help save wildlife affected by oil spills, rescue workers have opened up a lot of Dawn. They rely on it because it's tough on grease, yet gentle. But even they'll tell you, Dawn helps open something even bigger. This year, Dawn is also donating $1 million to rescue efforts. Go to facebook.com, Dawn Saves Wildlife. Find out how the little things you do can make a big difference.
However, this is just one of the thousands of examples of what humans do every day to help out animals. In fact, one of our interviewees received donations and donated her own items that could be used to help out animals and raise money for a cause called Pet and Wild Rescue. People come together in their communities and work as a team in order to make this world a better place for animals and those who care for them. The success of this event helped raise $200 towards helping animals at the Pet and Wild Rescue Association.
On another note, not everyone's participating in helping the animals get better. Some actually make matters worse by joining in with the horror. Even though we work hard to help animals in need, sometimes, without even realizing it, we're the ones causing the problems. Dropping animals on the pound doorstep with the chance they will either be adopted or put down, giving animals to unfit homes where they cannot be properly taken care of, feeding them junk food that only makes them sick or leads to health problems, not giving them the attention they need and deserve, which leads to psychological issues and overall an unhealthy pet, such as this monkey eating a piece of plastic in the zoo. These are all things that us humans do to animals that can easily be avoided and changed.
We hear of sudden human deaths by animals, and we therefore label them as dangerous to our society. But have we ever thought of the reason as to why they act like this?
Oh, look at this tiger. Oh. That's the. Get in the water. Go in the water. Dia nak buat benda lah. Jangan bergerak bang.
To help resolve this situation, shelters and zoos have increasingly become more popular. Over the years, this type of treatment towards animals have helped heal our relationship as well as provide us with further knowledge about animals all over the world.
More recently, animal awareness has become increasingly popular, and more people are joining to help this cause. Interactions like abuse are wrong and illegal, and the world is finally starting to put an end to it once and for all. We can learn to live alongside of these astounding creatures in peace, and it is possible. We just have to be willing to give them the chance. This video proves that we are more than capable of developing a relationship with animals the same way we develop a relationship with each other.
Come.
If you're on safari, definitely don't try this.
Hello, my boy. Hello, my boy. Hello, my boy.
It's taken years for Kevin Richardson to build up this relationship of trust and affection. And don't be fooled, these big cats are not tame. This is how the Pride greeted us. A family of 38 who still have plenty of their wild instincts at this private reserve near Johannesburg, which is why we were watching from behind a fence.
Hello, my boy.
Kevin is an animal behaviourist who doesn't believe in observing his subjects from a safe distance.
That's what you call a lion sandwich.
In the wild, lions don't like water. But look at this, a young lioness playing with him in the river. This footage has amazed wildlife experts around the world.
Kevin's work here has divided conservationists. There are plenty who say that any human interaction with a wild animal is just wrong, but others say that this actually promotes the species in a way which should guarantee its long-term survival.
Kevin's survival, though, is more in doubt.
Right in there.
Huh?
Are you okay?
Yeah. This is normal. I often say, you know, if they did kill me, I mean, because something like that did happen, you know, God forbid, yeah, it's just one of those things. It's not something I think about or worry about. And if I had the opportunity to come back after dying, I would do it all the same.
There is a remarkable bond here. Over time and without any kind of coercion, these lions have accepted a man as part of the pride.
Don't bite, Dad. You'll come off second best.
Emma Hurd, Sky News, Mahalisburg, South Africa.
As you have learned throughout this documentary, animals have the ability to change our lives, and we have the ability to change theirs. We rely on each other for happiness and are there for each other in moments of despair. It is safe to say that a dog can truly be a man's best friend.
They're more than just pets.
They're more than just animals.
They are a part of our culture.
But more importantly, they're part of our lives.
American woman, stay away from me.